what we call a heart knot, and it can be used as a finial, it can be used as a standalone piece. You can slide pictures in it, and you can make them different sizes, smaller, larger, you just change the size of the material. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of bar because we're going to make the exact one that we were showing, and in this case we need one piece 24 inches long and one piece 16 inches long. So I take the 2 bars, I mark center. I'm going to need a heat that's at least 2 inches on either side of this to wrap it on the bicker. I mark these bars in the center. We need about this much heat to be able to wrap it on the pin. They lay them across the fire. Hopefully you got enough. This is a jig that you would produce in your shop using principally flat bar and an angle grinder. I cut a 3/4 inch tube, cut the back off it, and welded on it to stop to hold the legs on the short piece. I form these up just using a slot in the bench like you're making a scroll. I take a piece of flat bar and cut a notch in it, and that becomes the stop for the top of the knot. So we're going to push the knot up to the stop. The 2 long pieces come out this way, and we bend them around together. At a certain point, you get balanced. I usually produce them like this because we do lots of them. And then I throw them out, and when they're cold, I take a kink tool, which is a tube with 2 pins on it, and I form that to try and get the 2 sides of the knot to come out in the same shape. Once they're crossed, if you wind up with them and one side's a little bit long, you nip it off and you weld them together. These 2 ends can be welded together in the forge, but you need to slide a sheet of copper under there and you hammer them together. I like to use a piece of copper bar, which is like 2 inches wide and 1/4 inch thick, and then you can forge weld by taking this and lapping the ends of it. So one side, you lap out one way, the other side, just like doing the wagon. Now when I've got it this far, I let them cool. I take it out of the jig, I set it up in the vise, and take a kink tool and pinch these two ends together. And then two ends married, put a dot of weld on it.